So here it is, guys. We're preparing for the Arkansas River. It starts tomorrow, and we're out here rigging up. And these are our conversations. 99% of the time, we do not record these conversations, not because we're trying to hide anything. We don't think about them. So this is it. This is our conversation. Hallman wants to show me his BFE, his best flipper ever. I have questions. He's a better flipper than me. That's why he designed the bait. It's why I designed the popping perch. I frog fish a lot. It's where frog fishing is dynamite. It's Rayburn, in Texas, in that area. This is more of a flipping deal. So go ahead, Hallman. Don't flip me.
Tell him the problem that you didn't like with
no, flip me the bait, because this is what happened. He flips me the bait. No, flip it in like you were just doing.
Well, it's tied up.
Yeah. So
Hold it in front of it.
this is his new BFE. Okay.
And you just said the thing that I don't like about it.
And I think I don't like about it. It's not that I don't like, I just have a question about it. I'm trying to get this so everyone can see it. Okay. And that's it. Now here's the things I like about it, because the reason he didn't listen to me, I wanted it back when he flipped it to me. There was a reason. The way the weight sits on the top of it looks really good. The split, that split right there, there's a reason for that split. It makes your hook, it's only on one side. It makes the hook slide in there. I get that. If you notice, it's long and slender. I understand why he wants that. You're flipping it in something, anything that has a bunch of appendages or anything that's wider is harder to slip through. So you want something when you're punching to go right through whatever it is, whether it's grass, a bush, whatever. You don't want anything to get hung up or impede that fall rate. I get all that. He put a little bit of jazz in there on just these two little things and some little whiskers. I get that. I think that's sometimes maybe just for looks. Doesn't matter, it still looks good. Here's the problem I have, is this tail. Okay, now it looks great. And I asked him, I said, hey, why did you make the tail like this? And I'll be honest with you, I flip a rage bug a lot. And his comment to me,
Then your next comment was, you said, but Greg Hackney.
no, yeah.
You said the only other flipper I know is like that is Hackney. And you said Hackney likes what bait?
So yeah, so like I flip, Hackney and me talk all the time, and he was like, when we were flipping the other day on Gros Savant, he was like, man, he flips that rodent. I'm like, yeah, I flip the rodent, like it's great, but man, that rage bug with that tail action, and that tail action on a rage bug doing this. I've got it tied on right now for my swim jig. I mean, it's just the action on it's phenomenal. Like in my head, I want a bait falling down doing this, just because it looks good. So I said, why did you not do that? And he says, I said, does that tail do this, or how does it fall? And he said, go ahead, how does it fall?
It glides. So when we started designing the bait, and this was the deal, this was a big part of it, man, when I started designing the flipping bait, dude, the best plastic baits ever invented have the least action. Like, I love all the flapping too, I think it's great, but if you truly look at what's catching fish, the best ones ever, Senko. You remember the first time, like when he was like, then you saw it in clear water and you saw the real subtle vibration. It's the subtle movement. Then that's why those whiskers are not curled and curly-cued, because they're subtle. I wanted everything subtle, the tail subtle, everything subtle. The beaver was subtle, the tube. So that's what I tried to make out of this bait, was like a combination of all those best flipping baits ever, and turn it into the BFE. I mean, that's truly what I'm trying to do with this thing, is make the glide of a tube. You know, it had the glides on it on the side so that it would glide better, because this bait's not hollow. A tube's hollow, which allows that bait to glide. That's really what makes a tube do that. So that's why we put the hard glides on the side. But yeah, subtle. So that's why this bait doesn't have a lot of flapping action, and it doesn't. It doesn't. It's very subtle. Hopefully, it catches more fish.
So I find all that interesting, because like I said, Hackney told me, here's your bait back. Hackney told me that man, that rodent's that rodent's done it for him, like over the years. And you know, I'm just a guy who looks at it not differently, but it is what it is, right? So I'm sitting here going, okay, I'm gonna listen to these guys, right? I mean, I listen just like anyone else, man. Those guys make a video on flipping, I'm gonna watch it. I want to hear why they do those things. I want to hear why they have it the way they do. And if you can see, so this is my practice bait for the Arkansas River, okay? And you're gonna ask, why is that black head on there? I gotta be honest, I didn't have any more 1/4 ounce swim jigs, white swim jigs, and all I had was a black one. So I just took the skirt off. But you can see I have my rage bug, you know, and I want that thing because that thing's doing this in the water. And I just think more action is better, right? I'm not saying I'm right. It's just in my head, I'm like, man, you get all this action as it's falling down, and it looks really cool as it falls down. Those tails are flapping. I've caught a lot of fish on the rodent. I've caught maybe more fish on a tube flipping than anything, and it has zero action when it goes like that. But it twirls. Like the best tube you can get, as it falls down, it does this motion, you know, and it darts and it does all that. So I was interested as to why he did it that way, because obviously Hallman could have, and you know, he could have done anything he wanted to do, but he chose to do it that way. I've designed some stuff for Strike King, like the pop and perch, and people always ask me about the tail and these certain things, and I'm like, no, we designed it because there's an actual purpose. We don't just design a bait and go, hey, this looks cool. Like, ask me some questions about the pop and perch, I will tell you every single reason why we did something the way we did. So he has a reason why he did all those things when he designed that bait. And like I said, I knew about, I'd say 90% of why he did it. I just didn't understand the tail. So it's interesting. I'm kind of rethinking, honestly, what I'm going to flip tomorrow when I go flipping, because I'm going to flip some stuff tomorrow, guaranteed. And I've been flipping a jig. I've been flipping a lot of different things. I flipped a Texas rig like he was flipping, but I don't know what I'm going to flip tomorrow. I might not flip that rage bug, and that's all I usually flip. But I might change. So anyways, this is the video I wanted to share with y'all. Like, you know, I have a lot of Strike King stuff on there, and I'm not afraid to admit, like I like different stuff. I like different baits. I have a bunch of different baits. I will say, I think you can, if you look in my box right now, like most of the stuff I have is Strike King stuff. Like most of the stuff, I mean, there's nothing but pop and perches, you know, there's nothing but, these are all Game Hawks, right? I mean, the whole thing of Game Hawks, which I will be flipping tomorrow. I've got almost everything in there. There's a little Zara Spook, there's some different stuff, but then I got my whole Strike King stuff. That's all Strike King. And so, I mean, I'm usually throwing mainly Strike King stuff. I will admit, I have, that's what I have done. I've got some old school wake baits in there that no one has from Strike Pro, and it is what it is. Sometimes they work. So I just wanted to, and here's my favorite box, guys. This is it. It's my Rage Bug box. But this guy catches a lot more fish than me flipping, so I'm gonna listen to him. Y'all need to listen to him, and if y'all don't listen to him, go to his YouTube channel and watch his YouTube stuff, because it's amazing. We do these channels and we do these videos, and when we do them, a lot of the stuff, like we're sitting out here having these conversations, and sometimes we just don't have the camera rolling. And now twice today, I have literally said, stop. Like, we need to make a video of this, because this is the stuff that like we know a lot of, I mean, we've been friends for like 15 years, and there's still some stuff that we just don't realize the other guy does. We have shared the boat. Never? Have we ever even been in the boat together? Have we ever been in the boat together? In 15 years. And we got to, oh, saltwater fishing. It's the only time. So, which when we make a video, we're gonna go get in the boat someday and actually go fishing together. But like, this is the stuff, you know, for hours we sit there and talk about and discuss and figure things out. And so I think these are the tips that we want to share sometimes on YouTube that we just don't think about. These are the things I don't think you're going to get a lot of times on YouTube. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't think you're going to get a lot of this stuff from other guys. This is like, you know, in a dark closed room somewhere, telling a little bit about like why we think that and do the things we do. So man, I just wanted to grab a camera and share with y'all like some of this stuff, because man, I find it really cool, man. I think that's really interesting. This game is a thinking game, right? It's a trying to outsmart the other guy sometimes. Yeah, we're trying to outsmart the fish, but we got a field of 200 guys fishing very, very close together. Like, and we've been out here for 5 days. Like, some guys have been out here longer than that. I mean, these fish have seen every single bait. So we're trying to figure out either a bait that they've never seen before, or trying to get something subtle, something different to get that one extra bite than the other guy. One extra bite in this tournament will get you from 50th to the cut. I promise you. Like, guys are not going to have limits, and that one extra bite will get you a 50th place or making the cut. So that's what we're trying to, like, we're trying to figure out how to get that one extra bite. So anyways, I hope this helps, man. I hope this like makes you rethink why you buy a bait. I don't care if it's Strike King. I don't care if it's the BFE that Hallman designed by Big Bite. It just really think about why you go to Academy, why you go to Walmart, why you go to Tackle Addict, Tackle Warehouse. Why do you go to those places and pick something? Is it because someone told you, or think outside the box a little bit? Like, start really thinking about why you're going to choose something and why you're going to flip it and what you're trying to accomplish. Might help you on y'all's down the road. So anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. See y'all.